quick July 13th or 14th rep outs after a bunch of pull downs. So LC rep outs. See what they look like. Right? I don't know. You can count. Obviously not full range of motion. Not my goal. Mostly exploring. Talk about in the beginning of the video. The idea is obviously open lumbar. Thoracolumbar fascia. Don't let that get disturbed from all the back workout. Obviously, head position matters. Elbow positions, shoulder position, lung signaling, ab signaling, gotta have health. Obviously, I'm 60 in 3 months. Yeah, 60 years young, so people on the page know that. And lifetime drug free, vegan, no creams, no patches, none of the steroids. And yeah, it's real. It's in Milwaukee, so it's extra hard, right? So it's better results, personal training at gmail.com. Ageless personal training at gmail.com. Organic vegan trainer. I would say gmail.com. You might reach my email. I'm going to give up my website. So my brain's not working. But I meant to say agelesspersonaltraining.com or organicvegantrainer.com. And I'm getting hypoxic talking to you soon. And then a new website coming out, Your Empowerment Journey. It'd be your, not mine, empowermentjourney.com. Or actually, Your Self-Empowerment Journey. I forgot the name of it because it's so new to me. I'm just making that Your Self-Empowermentjourney.com. It's all about you taking the reins of your own workout so that you don't have to feel babysat. That's actually a bad strategy. If I babysit you, you don't get better. You don't feel a sense of honor and integrity because you do is follow somebody. You gotta learn to become your own leader, your own coach, your own admirable one, your own hero in your own journey. If you don't focus on that, you'll know nothing by the time you're 35 because you have a great body. You don't know how you got there. You might have some idea, but it wasn't your idea. It was someone else's idea how to build you. If you start when you're 5 years old mentally, you do a better job. So if you come when you're 5 or 10 years old mentally, you're better off learning with someone who demands the best of your brain and not just your performance in your body. You can't come in here and have better results personal training and think I'm going to train you. You're going to bring a lot to the table. Your own motivation, your own ideas, your own desire, your own hunger. From there, I'm able to work with somebody who has incredible appetite and some natural gifts. If I have a natural gift, I usually walk you out the door because that's a compliment to what you need until you can develop some natural gifts. It won't irritate you, won't hurt you. I'm kind. But if you don't qualify, you don't qualify. Nobody gets picked by the Olympic coaches to want to be in their arsenal of who they're going to train for the Olympics. Nobody gets picked to train here. That's okay. That's a compliment for those who do get picked. It also means there's work to be done or you disqualify yourself. That's okay too. Life gets hard. If you can't focus on your health or you can't do it well, you'll disqualify yourself or you'll be disqualified. That's how life is. People die from that. Why am I the mean one? They're the ones committing the Hara-Kiri with their emotions, because they can't stand what they did. They need to fix themselves. They need to figure out why their emotions are screwed up. They need to figure out where in their relationships with themselves, with other people, where they're trying to rescue people. Who knows what's going wrong? But they know more than I might know. Why should my intuition be borrowed from all the time? Figure out what happened in their life. I have enough of that when they come in fully armed, right, with all of this, trying to figure out how to get there. They bring their intelligence, their game, and their footwork, and their gut, hopefully, into the process. If you can't deliver these 5 chakras, I don't want to work with you. There's 10 chakras out there that need to be active for you to be healthy. You can't bring a half a load. I probably can't help it, but that's okay. That's not me. It's an honest conversation to teach you to bring your coach the best body you can. If you can't bring your coach a good body, how are you helping your coach? How are you helping yourself? If you're 12, I get it. When you're an adult, level up. You know, we're not children. You know, I come from the old school where you had to get yourself to school every day. You had to do your homework every day. No one sat around and made sure you did your homework. If you screwed up, you screwed up. You got consequences for that. I'm not saying traditional schooling is healthy. I'm not saying consequences were always doled out properly. I'm saying that there were consequences. I'm in competition with myself, my own best self, my own past self, my own future imagination of what I can do. I'm here to compete with that. I'm not here to compete with other people. In the process, I am going to participate in competing because that lets me practice pushing off of something. I'll compete with the weight stack if I have to. But I don't need to babysit people. It looks like a harsh message. I'm actually a great nurturer. I nurture by usually challenging. That's the better form of nurturing because everybody gets nurtured to death in this culture. Hey, you know, bedtime's up to you. It's okay. You're a good person. You stayed up too late. I do that to myself. That doesn't always help me because I give myself a pass because I stay up till midnight working on a project because I felt excited about it. That doesn't make it intelligent. There's a consequence to staying up till midnight working on a project. I'd be the big man and admit that might be a little excessive all the time. Once a month, boy, that feels bad. All the time, your body adjusts and now you don't barely notice it. I get more sleep, so my performance better. Sets of 5 or 300 pull downs. I like sets of 5 and 300 on pull downs without a strap, without straps. I like that. It feels good to me. At a body weight of 200 pounds. At about, 8% body fat, right? Whatever, can't tell. 7-8% body fat, 200 pounds, 6 foot tall. But it's a nice thing. 300 pounds sounds good to me. What sounds good to you? That's up to you to decide. You set the mark. Why should the trainer set the mark for you? The trainer might talk you out of something having knowledge. I've had 35 years in this business, 55,000 one-on-one client hours. That's a lot of time watching people kill themselves, create train wrecks, and commit various forms of Hara-Kiri where they're just, murdering themselves or giving themselves a pass when they shouldn't, when they should have found some other space between a complete pass and committing self-suicide. There's space in between for a lot of results if they figure it out, get emotionally intelligent, gather data, act on it, not pontificate, not just deliberate about it, but start practicing experimenting, research and design and delivery, not research and design only. R&D doesn't work without delivery, does it? If I can't deliver on that pull-up, I look like crap when I'm 60. Something went wrong, I have to admit that. If my workouts feel bad because I didn't sleep right, I have to admit that. I have to man up to that and say, what am I doing to cause this? What have I set up for myself, relationship-wise, time-wise, management-wise, money-wise, whatever concept it could be, all of that could be messing up my game. I'm in competition with my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own drives, my own past, my own mindset, my own visionary mindset could be a competition for me if I give myself a good goal. What goals you got for yourself? That's why self-empowerment journey, yours, not mine. It's your self-empowerment journey that you're working on. I work on my own. That's a unique journey to you. If you can't figure out you're on a journey, you haven't been paying attention to what you're doing because you're supposed to be growing all the time. It shouldn't feel like the same stuff. It shouldn't be in the same tractor ditch for 20 years. If you're in a tractor ditch for even 2 years, something's seriously wrong. There's a smile, came naturally. You can pause and learn a lot. Not delivering at a moment allows you to reflect. It's important too. So as noisy as I am, most of the time you come in, if you're in person, it's quiet. It's a very quiet workout. I talk to you on Zoom, might be quiet, might be noisy, depends if you need help. I do Zoom training. Anyhow, one presumes you got something out if you're listening, or you wouldn't have stayed on this long. Again, you've got that stuff also on Facebook, Ageless Fitness Institute, Organic Vegan Trainer on Facebook, Better Results Per Training on Facebook, The Chakra Guru on Facebook. I've got a lot of footprints everywhere. Not sure what you're doing with your time. That's up to you. I make use of my time. If I'm not active, I'm actively resting. Or resting actively. Eating, scheming, plotting, blissing out. It takes a lot of different frequencies to be successful. I'm going to count my reps on that video in a second and post it on probably YouTube here, so I imagine me on YouTube when you watch it. Have a good one. Enjoy the day, everybody. It's summer.